The next thing we're going to do after this is we're going to make a big text box for the body of the text. And the way we do this is similar. Use the type tool. You just drag out a box, right? This obviously, it doesn't need to fit the thing. We're going to make it fit first before we do the formatting. I think usually I just bring it up to there. Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes you actually do want a bit of space, and we just drag this all the way down to the bottom. Sometimes it helps to zoom out. And you just drag this all the way down. And that's the entire thing. Make sure that it's against all of your guidelines. And again, zoom in just to check, because I don't want to be checking any of these articles and they're just out of the way. So you see what I did there? I accidentally clicked on the inside of the box and dragged it, and suddenly it was out. And if we zoomed out, we would have been able to see, oh, he's moved it. You just press Control Z, it goes back. It's all good. Another thing that typically is quite useful is if you get the entire text box here selected and then right click and arrange, you send it to the back, and then anything you put over it will just be a bit easier to select, like your byline box, like any images, because too many times I've put the text over the front and it's a pain in the ass to find what I need. So now you've sized that correctly, it will fit the page. The things that are left to do are to make sure it follows the columns, because if we click here and then just type in like a load of stuff, you'll see that it goes over the columns, and that's not what we want. That's not the ForgePress style. If we look on the right in our control panel once again, we'll go through all the formatting. Firstly, it needs to be in Minion. It needs to be in Laura regular, and it needs to be in 10 point as well. Everything is aligned to the left. We don't do justifying as far as I'm aware, so just align left. The next thing we need to do is indent. You see here, it's indenting the first line of each paragraph. So we're just going to indent that by 3, and there's nothing else for the time being. Turn off hyphenate and turn on align space line grid. The next thing, the last thing realistically we need to do is come down here to text frame where it says number of columns. We turn that up to 5, and you'll see as I did that, some columns appeared, but they're slightly off, right? If we zoom in, they're not aligned perfectly. The way to fix that is to come over to the right here and look at gutter. We need to change this to 5mm, and perfectly that fits. And now there'll be absolutely no problems. The best way to tell if something has worked is if you can't see it. You can't see now, realistically, the text box that we put there, but there is one, and that's because it's perfectly aligned with the sides and the gutters. This is what we need people to be focusing on a lot, because it's small things like that that then make pages look a bit off and take time to fix. Anyway, that's that. Next lesson we'll be putting text in here and creating a byline box and fitting it around all this.
The other king, gita pampana kit, with the run, better run,